It's odd here. Be on your guard.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies! Woo!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, You mean you already took down the lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix. Not this way, I guess. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you? So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
Oh, yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey. Ah?
Good.
Really? What? Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there.
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Xion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Xion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy? Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
maybe... It's time I try on something new.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend...
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know? Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Forgive you!
Raging
I'm like bait to them!
I'll smash you!
I'm not so good with airborne targets. I'm expert coming through!
I'm like freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Swallow Blade!
I never miss!
Eat this! You're mine! It's over!
This is it! Raging Storm! Burning
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry.
They're all
I'll
coming
teach you the
after
white
me.
bird.
I'm coming!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Right, next one.
Already on it!
Raging Storm!
Blow away!
Flame of Fury! Burning Frost! Glacial Spear!
No further.
Here's evil!
Destruction! I'm on it!
Break the door!
Talon Sword!
Didn't even break a sweat.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Flame! Reload! Thunder Field! Flame! Reload! Light Astral Mega Ray! You got company! These ones can run rings around us. I'm out! Back in the spray!
No escape!
Dance in the
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! Probably to me!
Destruction!
Okay!
Swallow blade!
Don't mind if I do. Flare tornado! Champion swirl!
That gun of yours is real handy in a pinch.
It takes true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, Shion.
Destruction!
Take this! Watch this!
Glacial Speed! Do it! Air thrust! Well, looky here.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
There. Guess I misread the landing.
I'm like bait to them.
Where are you going? Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
Try harder.
It's a duel of the arts. Freeze Blazer.
I'm not done.
Let's do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to
Sorry
say?
to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
my cue.
Shut him down.
Do it.
Did it. My turn.
Eat this. If it's in the sky, it's
Carve
mine.
through armor.
This one's mine.
Destruction. Take
Do
it.
it. Astral energy. Full throttle.
I'm on it. I'll run you through.
Shining supernova.
Rising Wyvern.
Raging cascade.
Flaming chargers to me.
Destruction.
Glacial Spear. Long. Get toasty.
Bird strike.
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Here I go. Here goes. Raging storm. Power of water. Tunnel. Far enough. Lightning condensed.
Cool, bro. Time to get out of the
Don't
way.
mind if I do.
I'm on a roll.
Charge like that can easily be
No
fatal.
armor.
Just as well. Remind me to stay on your good side.
Glacial Spear.
on, come
Here's
on.
evil. Freeze Blazer. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Here we go. You.
Raging cascade. Here I go. Now.
Rising
We are
Wyvern.
freaking invincible.
Falcon and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
Dance in the wind.
I'm on it.
Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno. Take this.
Let the marksman handle this.
Destruction.
This one's mine.
Do it. GR.
Get toasty.
Bird strike.
Right. Next one.
Not a chance. Already on it.
You're finished.
Raging storm. Freeze Lancer.
Destruction.
We can really make weapons with this?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Art to me.
No complaints here.
blade!
Destruction! I'm not done! It's over!
Mega ray!
Take this!
Radiant storm! I'll heal you all!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
We got the advantage. No armor. It's on me.
Remind me to stand this.
Fantastic. Great. Amazing.
Applause! I'm trying to focus!
I was only trying to be nice.
So those are Dan and Axelrod. Huh. Something you want to say? Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
Hear me! Now, here's the eagle! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There's always room for improvement.
What's this thing?
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late.
They're hiding Nick's armor! Here's the eagle!
Swallow blade!
Whirlwind snap!
We got flyers!
I'm going! Let us march
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
All yours!
Like if I do!
Take this!
Healing circle!
Destruction!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Feel like me again.
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Under you!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dance in the wind! There! And a
Crush!
death! Air
Swallow
thrust!
blade!
Mega ray! Photon flare! Radiant tempest!
Stardust!
Glacial in here! Here's the eagle! I'll be saving him! I'm a fury!
Nothing gets by me!
You're finished!
Here's her!
Denied!
Steel force!
Can't get out of this!
Photon flower!
Destruction!
Mega ray!
Whirlwind snap!
Destruction!
Lightning
Struck!
Thunderbolt!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renins? That's a scary thought.
That equipment should come in handy.
airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'll smash you!
Here we go. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason. It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
Here goes!
Into the shadows. Raging storm. Runaway. Annihilation.
Into our soul! I'm just getting struck!
Here's a healing hit. First aid.
Hold fast in their defense!
Here I go. Right behind your uses.
Too fast! I'll show you how useful I can be!
Mega ray.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Isara. If it's in the sky,
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
here, let me help. I never miss. Raging storm. Dragon storm. Here's a healing arc.
Destruction!
Lightning dash. Thunder lightning. Hear me.
Be
Flame
still.
of fury.
You're
Burning
mine!
strike. Here's the evil.
Launching Wyvern! Here I come!
Ready and ready.
Destruction! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Here's a here. Get out of here.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here, let me help. Ready. First aid.
Destruction!
Do it!
I'm not
Long.
done!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
hey, I'm pretty lucky.
I won't forgive you. Raging
Take this!
Talent sword. Now, steering clear. Reload.
Nothing gets by me!
Here's the evil.
I can carve through armor!
Take this!
Dragon laser.
All
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Hey! Blow them away!
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Destruction! Crush! It's over!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning!
All the
Glacial
come
Slip
to an end.
Marksman handles it. Can't be
Swallow
stopped!
them.
Freeze Lancer!
Crush!
This one's mine!
You're finished!
Now!
Watch this!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Come one, come all!
Carve through armor!
Astral energy! Here go! Here, let me help. Air thrust! First aid!
You require a hand.
Do it! Let a marksman get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
He's already on!
Can't move! Such a failure.
Not done yet!
I'll bring you back from death to this! Astral energy!
Prepare to be sealed, though.
Here we go!
Less talking, more doing.
Deny!
Do it! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Here, let me help.
I'm on it!
Hey!
Storm! Destruction!
Take it!
Crush! Dazzle! Here I come!
Dance in the wind!
It's over!
Sleep now! Now!
You're done! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Easy! Way to go!
Prepare to be... No! I won't give in!
Searing flame! Reload! I think I'm getting stronger.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
The design of this equipment is... really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Gotta break through! Can't get out of this!
Searing flame! Reload! Thunder field! Glacial spear! Raging cascade!
Swallow dance! Sonic blow! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's the healing arm!
Now I'm in the groove!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And it's over!
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
I'm on it! Already
Where
on!
are you going? Wind astral
I
energy!
can carve through armor!
Well then, let's keep moving.
They got me flanked!
Excited! It's over!
Rising Wyvern!
Ready to go!
People gone! Far enough! I'll tear you out! That freaking does it! That freaking does it!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Here's a healing
Swallow blade! Here I go!
It's over! I'm on a roll! I really won't do anything.
Oh, you are gonna pay for
Healing
that!
circle!
Now I can let loose!
Raging sword! Blood and aqua!
Fly!
Hear me!
Fire and
Laser!
laser!
Strike! Dance in the wind!
Destruction! You're mine! Destruction!
Now you see what I can do!
Healing circle! Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle! Annihilation! Mega ray!
Rising
Lightning
Wiper!
orb! Eagle
Now
ray!
I'm
Do it! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Burning! This one's mine!
This could be useful.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out!
Take it!
Raging Thunder!
Take it up!
Here's a healing art!
Eat
Here I
this!
come!
Aid!
That's enough!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
No further! That's much better.
Here's a healing art!
Anything in armor is all
Do it! Johaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Lightning!
Now I'm in
What
here.
this world!
Now you see what I can do!
And Wilson's will!
You're mine!
Flare
I'm not
Lightning
done.
condensed!
All fitted to
Here I
right
go.
now!
Searing flame! Reload!
Flash! Destruction!
Field!
Crush!
Mega ray!
Destruction!
This world!
Hurry
I
down!
heal you all!
Glitter Dragon!
Healing circle! Astral energy! Raging cascade!
Take it!
There you go! You like me?
Stand in the way!
Destruction! You're finished! Destruction!
This one's mine!
Dragon Rising Wiper!
Here's evil! Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I can feel my precision improving.
Gotta break
Anything in
through!
armor is all mine!
There! Here's more!
Can't get out of this!
You're mine!
Now you see what I can
Not
do!
in your dreams!
Here I come!
Lightning
You're
orb!
finished.
Annihilation!
Crush! I'm on it! Destruction!
Raging storm! Tunnel!
Crush!
All
fitted
now!
here and
Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
I still got a ways to go!
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renin castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renins attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already! This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You've suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Guess I misread the landing. There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renin forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Bayfon lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing. Now I'm in the groove.
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Denied!
Too much to handle? Mega Ray! Annihilation!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
In a bind and the pummeling to me.
Swallow blade!
Like this one's mine! Dance in the wind! Here's a healing art! Where are you going? Photon flash! Lightning can
Smash you!
Amazing.
I'm not done! Stay away from my friends!
I'll bring her back from Death's Abyss!
Dragon down! Rip and tear!
Searing Flame! Don't mind if I do!
Eagle assault!
It's weakened! Lightning Orb!
This ends now!
Thunder Field! I'm all
Swallow
set up!
blade!
Raging Annihilation! Mega Ray! Fresh! Dance in the wind! Annihilation! Field!
I'll tear you
Get on in
apart!
there with the others!
Glacier Spear!
Ready
Here's
to
Evo! Freeze Lancer! Here's a healing art! First aid!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that's
Denied!
silly.
Destruction! Your mother!
You take this!
Here's a healing art!
Eat this!
First aid!
Destruction!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time! What's this? Oh, now you're talking!
I'm not done!
Hit me! Flame of Fury!
Follow dance!
Will this help?
Dragon down! These fists have got your name on
Not
them!
ever!
Here. Let me help. This one's mine.
Thunder Field!
Where are you going?
Dance in the wind! And cover the path! Hear me! Flame of Fury! My watch! Burning Sun!
Glacial Spear.
Here's Evo! Photon Raging Cat Lancer! Sleep now! I'll heal you all! More from the stockpile! Healing Circle!
Hey, that... Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
It's pinned down.
Dance in the wind!
Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Wind Action Energy!
Ready and fit!
It's showtime!
Now you see what I can do!
Destruction!
Light Astral! The enemy is going all
Hit
out!
him now!
Mega Ray! Will this help? Healing to them!
Try harder! My turn! He's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
No, I'm such a failure.
You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from the abyss.
Now or never.
Right here! Will this help? Raging storm! More with I never miss!
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Dana? Not to a Renin, they don't. This isn't ideal.
Destruction! Destruction!
I'm ready! Not on my watch! Far enough!
I can feel the medicine working. Will this help?
Up and out! Let's go! Healing circle! Feel! Get on in there together! I'll heal you all! Thunder field!
Now you see what I can do!
Crush! You're mine!
Go again! That's a spot! I'm sorry to be boss. We've all got enough on our plate. Yes, ma'am!
This can't be happening!
I hope this medicine works as
Try harder!
promised.
My turn! Destruction! Here I come!
Lightning can nothing by me!
Here,
Let me help!
far enough!
First
There
aid!
you go!
Photon
Feel like me again!
Dance in the wind!
Freaking done it!
Right in here! I'm only getting started!
Destruction!
Gemini Aqua! Annihilation!
You're mine!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Photon
Where are you going?
I'm on it!
They're not playing around!
Hey, see what I can do!
Here, let me help!
Can't get out of this!
I'll be saving this one!
Eat this!
You
I've let you all down.
Try harder!
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Let me help! First aid!
Not my finest.
I'll bring you back from Delta Abyss!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still
Better if you don't get up.
Get on it! With the others!
That did it! Any more of this and I'll burn out!
More with that case! Down a ray!
Rising Wyvern!
Annihilation!
Rising
Mega
Falcon!
ray! Art expert coming through!
I'm on it.
This should do it!
Lightning!
I'll tear you apart!
Try harder! Now! Here I come!
Thunderblade!
Destruction!
Gemini Aqua!
Prepare to be sealed.
Here's a healing
I
heart!
can't get out of
With
this.
astral energy! Photon blast!
Destruction! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take this!
Let it go then!
First strike! Try harder! No!
I never miss!
Crush! Try harder! Now!
I'll heal you all! Kikara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahnan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Nies.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alphen.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that Lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nies for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Dahnans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Dahnans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
We've reached our destination.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
We fought hard to help liberate the people of Dana, but every realm we've been to along the way could have easily turned out like this.
When powerful forces collide, the destruction they leave gets that much worse.
So we've been lucky things haven't turned out worse up until now?
Regardless, I don't want to see this realm get messed up any more than it already is. We have to capture this lord ourselves, no matter what.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renin and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renins and Danins alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renins are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renins conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Huda lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister, and Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much.
I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit.
Hootle, let me know if you sense anything.
Another day, another Gald.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.